we get ready for girls high school soccer live on the Prep. This match is sponsored by Dairy Queen. It is the Catholic High School League semifinals between Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Everest Collegiate. The winner of the semifinal will take on the winner of Cranbrook Kingswood and Cardinal Mooney in the other semifinal match. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. It's great to have you with us. I'm Jan Booker alongside my broadcast partner, Eli Wiles. And Eli, we got ourselves a great semifinal match going on here today.
Yeah, it should be a good one. You know, this is typical soccer weather out here today. Nice and rainy, wet. We were able to talk to both coaches before the game, and we just want to look at a couple player profiles prior to setting this match up today.
Yes, and of course, one of the players that we'll be looking forward for Orchard Lake St. Mary's is Cameron Cole. So far, she is the leading goal scorer with 36 goals on the season. And of course, for Cameron Cole, she plays for ECNL for Liverpool. She is a multi-sport athlete with volleyball, soccer, and basketball. She is also the team MVP, and of course, she has a 4.2 GPA.
Anything else you'd like her to do?
Who knows?
Well, on the season so far, she's got 36 goals and 22 assists. And talking with Coach Keith Jeffrey, she's kind of the end-all, be-all, and do everything for this team. This team is it's a first-year team. They got all freshmen and sophomores, so it's a lot of coaching them up and learning on the job for Coach Keith Jeffrey. But at least he has his one player, number 5, Cameron Cole, that he's able to rely on.
And of course, Cameron Cole is absolutely on fire so far this season. Hopefully she will be a key role of this Orchard Lake St. Mary's team. Now, let's take a look at the other side of the bracket. Of course, Everest with also their leading with their player to watch, number 25, Chloe Antilaki.
Yeah, Chloe is their all-state forward. She's very similar to Cameron Cole. She's kind of the leader of the squad. She's small in stature and size, but she plays some high-level travel, and she's able to lead this team. They just finished up second in the AA of the Catholic League, and they finished 8-5-1 and 4-2 in the league. So. They've got a lot to look forward to over there, and this is a good team, and she is definitely the leader of the team.
And, of course, we can't wait for this match to be going on here. We can't wait for the winner on Saturday with the Catholic High School League semi-high final. We'll take a quick break, and, of course, when we come back, we'll have the lineups and the opening kickoff here in West Bloomfield. Take a break. We'll see you back here in the field.
Your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. It's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Welcome back, everybody, to Orchard Lake St. Mary's High School here in West Bloomfield, Michigan. We are getting ready to set for the opening kickoff between Everest and Orchard Lake St. Mary's. This is the Catholic High School League semifinals. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Cransbrook Kingwood and Cardinal Mooney in Saturday's High School League final. So alongside Jan Voger, along with Eli Wiles, and of course we already got the lineups ready to go for Everest.
Yeah, let's take a look at the lineups there, Jan, when you get a second for Coach Richard Cross. Looks like starting for EC is Celeste James, number 3, and then Avery Hergott. Carolyn Cross, this is obviously the Orchard Lake St. Mary's one that we're looking at right now. Cameron Cole, it's kind of going back and forth. Cameron Cole is obviously one that we're going to focus in on. And in talking with Coach Keith Jeffrey, another player that we want to look at is definitely the goalie. She has only given up 5 goals, and she has 7 clean sheets on the season for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. So that's another key player to take a look at. As we rattle through these lineups, I know Coach Jeffrey for Orchard Lake has talked about today maybe a day where they pack it in a little bit and play some defense and look for that counterattack. They know experience and everything is on the other side for them. So for them, it's just trying to maintain a good defensive shape and limit the chances for Clarkston, and look to counter and get out on the wings and maybe take advantage of a free kick.
And of course, the Orchard Lake St. Mary players are definitely out on the field. They're starting players, and of course.
Yeah, we'll take a look at some of the key players here. We've already spoke on Cameron Cole. Obviously, she's got 36 goals, 22 assists in 11 games. You can do the math. That's like 5 points a game. Also, Bella Rainish, another 19 goals and 8 assists. Harper Natinsky, 13 and 13. And then Kira Howcroft has the 7 clean sheets. We'll take a look at the rest of the starters after we throw it to break, and we'll be back soon.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Pure Barre is a full-body workout that transforms you, physically and mentally. Our musically driven group classes focus on low-impact, small movements that strengthen and tone your entire body in 50 minutes or less. Anyone is capable of taking Pure Barre, no matter your age or fitness level, and no dance experience is required.
And we are back here live here at Orchard St. Mary's here in West Bloomfield, Michigan. And let's take a look at the impact players, the key players for Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
We touched on this right before the break, and we talked through the scoring side of it. But as Jan and I are both previous goalies, we should look at Kira Howcroft. She's a freshman. We talked about this. She's got 7 clean sheets and only given up 5 goals in 11 games. So, less than half of a goal a game. For Coach Keith Jeffrey, I think she's going to be the key today. I think, just my understanding is that Clarkson Everest will probably have a lot of the possession, so a lot of that's going to fall on Kira Howcroft. And then Cameron Cole, I think, in talking with Coach, may tend to start in the back, and they're going to look to find ways to get her up front and get her into some space because she's clearly the team's best player.
Yes. So hopefully Cameron Cole will be the key players can hopefully try to get into the attack and hopefully try to score some goals there as well.
91.
So there you see Chloe Antilaki.
Yeah, Chloe's one of the key players, obviously, for Clarkson Everest, along with number 91. She's a sophomore. This team is going to look to play like a 3-4-3 with a diamond in the middle. They're going to look to get into the spaces, get on the wings, and attack Orchard Lake. So I anticipate a fast, bouncy game, as you play on natural turf, as opposed to the redesigned turf. The ball tends to bounce around, and, with the wind and the rain today, it's going to probably be a little bouncy and a little hectic to start. So we'll see how the teams come out.
So we are just underway here at Orchard Lake St. Mary's with the black tops and red shorts, and Everest are in the white tops and black shorts. It is great to have you with us here on the Prep as Everest get things going on the attack. Abby Malach
playing it right down the wing as we just talked about. I think that's where they're going to look for the spacing. I think the ball's going to switch a lot from side to side, trying to get to Orchard Lake to move side to side and exploit those corners.
So Lynn Legg was trying to keep it in place. She does, and it will roll out of bounds. And it will be a goal kick for Kyra Howcroft. Like we said, for Kyra Howcroft, 5 shutouts, or 7 shutouts, I should say, but she only conceded 5 goals.
Yeah, 7 shutouts in 11 games. You can't ask for much more from your goalie. We reiterate this, talk about this, but this is a first-year program. And talking with Coach, some of these girls didn't even have shin guards or soccer cleats, before the season started. So they are literally learning on the fly. So you can't ask for much more from your goalie than to have 7 clean sheets in 11 games.
Here is Morgan McNally. Nice through ball ahead, and it will pick up by Cameron Cole.
Just like we talked about, Cameron Cole looks like she's going to start in the back. I think she's going to play in the middle and try and cut down those that spacing and those angles as Everest is going to look to try to exploit it. There's a first shot and save.
Yeah, first shot by Celeste James, the senior. And Kyra Howcroft with her first save of the day.
You can see that Orchard Lake is playing pretty flat in the back, so that means some of the through balls are going to have a chance to get through. If they're played diagonally, if they're played straight through, the goalie's just going to scoop them up.
And, of course, Everest trying to put things way out of the back. Erica Walker will play her across to Caroline Cross, one of the 2 daughters of the coach for Everest.
Yeah, Richard Cross has 2 daughters out there right now. Caroline, who's a junior, and then his daughter is a freshman as well. She doesn't play quite as much yet, Natalie. And then he said, in talking with him pregame, he's got 8 kids. He said he was marrying 3 of them off within 6 months, and then 2 of those 3 actually played for him there as well. So he's got his hands full.
Nice through ball ahead. Here comes Abby Malach, but nicely done by Cameron Cole. But the first foul of the game will go to Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Your match referee today is Alex Moldovan, with the assistant referees Dan Kukowski and Mike Grisky.
Man, they gave you some easy names there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Cameron Cole, like we had spoke about, she was able to draw that first foul. She's just lingering in the middle. She's playing way further back. They're pretty flat on the edges, but then she's hanging 10 to 15 yards behind. We'll get a good look at that on the game camera, just how deep she is in relationship to the other girls. Trying to cut down those through balls.
Our guy will play all the way back to Erica Walker. Now gives over to Scarlett Hamilton. And that's ran out of real estate, and it'll be a throw-in for Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
I would say the longer this game goes, scoreless and with limited chances, Orchard Lake St. Mary's really likes their chances in the sense that they're going to look to counter because, they just aren't at the level yet that Clarkson Everest is.
Yeah, and this is their first year as well. But so far this season for the team, they have scored 81 goals. 49 came in the league. They have 4 shutouts. They have, 5 actually. And then they have 5 goals allowed with 3 goals allowed in the league. So this will be a tough task for Orchard Lake St. Mary's as they're on the attack right now. Abby Malach Run out of real estate, and it'll be a goal kick coming up here for Kyra Howcroft.
Yeah, this is the start that we kind of thought was going to happen. We're 5 minutes in, but it's a lot of possession for Everest. Everest is also a combined school. We talked about this with Sacred Heart, so
yes.
They're able to draw some athletes from both schools. And I think just right now they're probably a little ahead of Orchard Lake as far as development, but Orchard Lake, you can definitely tell, has some talent out there.
Everest right now still has possession of the ball, but it's cleared away by Cameron Cole. And now here's a break, and here comes Grace Robin. It's 1 against 3 at the moment. And she'll pick out Bella Rainish, one of the leading goal scorers for this Orchard Lake St. Mary's team.
A little bit of possession there for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. That's a good thing. Coach Jeffrey definitely likes that. That's what they're going to look to do. They're going to look to counter, and really what they're probably going to look to do is get Cameron Cole up front eventually to be able to take some of that space to play one-on-one or one-on-two. But for right now, they got to look to possession and maintain the spacing defensively.
And here is Everest once again. They're definitely starting in the early going here in this first half. And the ball will roll out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick. We are just scoreless here, just about 6 minutes into the game in this Catholic High School League semifinal. Remember, the winner of this game will take on the winner of Cransbrook and Cardinal Mooney.
Get there, girls! Get there, Grace!
Trying to run it up ahead.
See, this is where defensively, where Orchard Lake is hanging so far back, that's the problem is if you don't step up a little bit on those plays like that, this is how a counterattack develops right there.
Mishandle there on the pass, and Howcroft able to grab it.
It's almost like there's a big gap between the 5 girls that are up front and the 5 girls defending for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, about 15, 20 yards. You can kind of see on the game camera that if the defensive the 5 defenders don't step up, it's really hard to close down that gap.
Ball will roll out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Everest. Now, just to let you know, of course, it was raining like this afternoon, so, of course, this is going to be, like, tough bounces around there on the field because, of course, it was raining this morning, and, of course, it stopped, like an hour ago.
Oh, yeah, and I think it's still raining. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah.
It's more just a mist now.
Yeah, it's a mist. But, of course, rain or shine, it's a perfect way to have fun playing soccer.
This is soccer, football, whether this reminds you of, late October playing a football game or a boys soccer game or something along those lines. So
Kyra Howcroft making the grab once again. Kyra Howcroft has been so impressive this season. And, of course, she has started in every game.
And we got to remember, too, these girls are just freshmen and sophomores.
Absolutely.
So this is almost like a redshirt year for a lot of these girls. They're just learning. And practice is as important as the game for a lot of these girls. In talking with Keith Jeffrey, he said he only has 4 girls who play club soccer. Out of a roster of what looks like 16, 17.
Yeah, most of them or all of them play in Liverpool.
Yeah, three Liverpool girls and 1 girl with Jags. But yeah, when you only have a quarter of your team that plays any kind of high-level travel, a lot of this is just teaching. And the best part is he gets to have these girls for 2, 3, or 4 years potentially.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a perfect way for these girls to get their development going there. Not only playing in high school, but also playing in club levels as well.
And the same thing could be said for Richard Cross too. Over there he's got a lot of girls that are, what you would consider more practice players. They don't necessarily get to play as much, but the development is just as important because, as he told us, he's got 5 girls graduating this year. So he's got 5 seniors to try and replace next year. So the girls that don't play necessarily as much or as big of a role will be stepping into those places next year.
Nicely done to keep it in play. Gwen Tashka, who just playing her first game back from injury, but it will roll out of bounds for a throw-in.
Oh, man, right there. One of the worst things as a coach, a foul throw. Ball comes in, and or never makes it in, or you lift your foot, it's a throw. And we teach the kids at 5, 6 years old how to throw the ball in properly. And Richard Cross is boiling over there right now, or trying not to, but probably internally.
And you used to be a coach.
A long time ago, I coached.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coached some high school ball, boys and girls, and some club level. But I was always an assistant or lower level. I just wasn't able to spend enough time to be a full-time head coach. But I still love it. I still love soccer, and love playing, coaching, and watching, of course, as we were talking some English Premier League earlier.
Absolutely. So this is Scarlett Hamilton trying to bring it through from midfield, but it's intercepted. Here is Summer Tesley.
Yes, Grace. Come on, Grace.
It looks like
And
Summer might have taken a little knock there. She fell down, and she's flipping around a little bit, but I think she'll be all right. Maybe some of the magic spray.
Yeah. Try and move it up ahead. Cameron Cole heads it down. Everest still has the ball.
Getting the ball out wide here. That's where they can really exploit, is getting the ball wide and then trying to get a service into the middle.
I'll tell you, this Everest team so far in the first 10 minutes have been dominating the possession so far. So far, Orchard Lake St. Mary's need to try to get themselves out of the gate. And
There's
too
another one
much
that's going to run through.
Yeah, too much muster on the pass to Molosok.
Well, and that's what we talked about with Coach is you're playing on turf, it's going to be quick. That's what the goalies love. As you and I both being former goalies, you love when they play it through and through the middle.
Yes.
Because through the middle, the balls are going to run, and it's easier for us to go and scoop up. Diagonal is where you want to play those balls, and they got to have a little bit of touch on it.
Ball just bouncing around right from midfield, and here comes Erica Walker. Nice clearance by Sarah Klaus. But now Caroline Cross will try to collect it up. She'll pick it over to Mariah Sod. And here is McNally. To the far side it comes. Trying to serve it up ahead. Trying to pick out Chloe Atalaki, one of the key players that we've been watching today. And here is Rainish. Of course, Bella Rainish was the winner of the goal of the week just a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that's a good look right there.
Everest will get it again. And a shot is saved by Kara Walker. That was number 25, Chloe Antalaki.
And Morgan McNally, number 91, was the one who actually made that play. She played the diagonal ball, and she played it behind the defender, almost behind their back. Imagine a backdoor cut in basketball.
And here comes Celine Legg, one of the two Legg sisters on this Everest team.
There's got to be a joke in there somewhere, two Legg sisters.
Here's Orchard Lake St. Mary's with Tashka on the ball, trying to bring it through. But Caroline Cross able to clear it.
A little bit of space here if they're able to pick this up.
Orchard St. Mary's on the attack right now. But so far the defense of Everest still hanging on to the balance.
Everest has done really well in the back. When there has been counters, they've been able to build and keep this possession.
Avery Hergott. Of course, two Hergott sisters as well.
You've seen a lot of that over there. A couple of Hergotts, a couple of Legs, a couple of Crosses. A lot of the family members out there together.
Bouncing around to midfield. Here is Grace Rebin. Grace Rebin trying to spring through. It's now a 2v2 break, but Caroline Cross able to intercept it. Trying to interfere on the break-in from Grace Rebin. And now here comes Everest on the move. Shuttling it down with Celeste James. But it's intercepted by Grace Lakowski. And here is Reason. Trying to get past Grace Rebin, and now it's cleared away.
And Grace Robin's been number 4 has kind of been up there by herself the whole time. So she's playing like a true number 9 almost. But the problem is she's not getting a lot of help outside. When she receives the ball, she needs to look out wide for number 7 or number 14 on the wings, because they're really packing it in defensively when she's able to receive the ball up there on the counter.
When can we see Cameron Cole getting into the attack?
I think you still got a few minutes. I think you got maybe another 5 to 10 minutes before you see Coach Jeffrey tried to sneak her up there.
Uh-oh, Molosok, this could be trouble for Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
And it's great defense right there. I mean, that is high-level defense right there. You know, we talked about Cole, and you say you want to see her up top, but then, then she makes plays like that.
Not bad so far in the defensive role for Cameron Cole. Kara Howcroft with the goal kick. And it's won by Celeste James.
If we get a second, I'd love to take a look at that defensive possession, just because it kind of shows us how body position and how she was able to essentially box out the offensive player to force a goal kick.
Some of the fans of Orchard Lake St. Mary thought the ball was out, but it stays in play, and that was Hurcott, Avery Hurcott.
One of those rules that fans tend to maybe not notice or know is the whole ball has to go out, not just part of it. And usually the official that's 10 yards away has a better look than mom or dad.
Yes. So we got a throw in for Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Here we go. We got to get a nice little look at this this ball right there. That was a nice shot and save by Howcroft.
And, of course, that was Chloe Intackley with the under opportunity here. We're under 25 minutes to go here in this first half of play. Still no score between Everest and Orchard Lake St. Mary's. This is the girls' high school semifinal of the Catholic League.
So far, kind of what we expected. You know, a little bit of back and forth. Clarkson Everest has definitely had the better of the possession, the better of the play, but there haven't been any real good chances. A little bit of here and there, and a couple shots, but nothing spectacular yet. Nothing I would say that was a golden opportunity to score a goal.
So far, Orchard Lake St. Mary's have not gotten an opportunity on goal just yet. So far, they have
Keeper
been
better come out.
The fans are going along as Kara Howcroft able to collect it.
Played very well right there. She saw the bad bounce off the knee of the defender, and it rolled right through to her. That's the funniest part right there. You see all the bounces? It took 4 or 5 bounces before anybody touched it on the turf. And that's what happens so much more on turf than grass.
Yeah.
Especially the older turf.
Basically, I blame on the rain, to be honest.
Oh, okay. That's going to roll through for another goal kick.
Yeah, roll out.
And that ball was played from 65 yards out, and it rolled all the way through.
Yeah.
Looks like we have our first sub coming in. Looks like 6 is going off for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. And
number 16, Henna Jabro.
And Jabra's going to go right up front. She's going to go play that target position. And number 4 is going to go out wide.
So one of the key tactics made there from head coach Keith Jeffrey of Orchard Lake St. Mary. So hopefully they could try to get their attacking presence on. But right now, Everest still on the attack.
Yeah, they've had the better of the possession, but like I said, there hasn't been a whole lot. This game is, it's kind of as we figured it would go. A little bit of back and forth with Everest with the possession, but a lot of it's been played in the middle third of the field, you know. I think this is the first time the ball has actually gotten down towards the goal line for Orchard Lake. So this is where the defenders have to step up.
And it'll be Orchard Lake St. Mary's throw here as we are getting close to now 22 minutes left.
First time inside the final third for Orchard Lake with possession. Let's see what they do with it.
All bouncing around to the final third, and it's mishit on the pass by Amanda Ante. And a collision right near midfield, and that'll be a free kick coming up for Everest.
Yeah, Chloe and Tockley got taken out there. It was a pretty simple one. Harper Natinsky took her out number 3 for Orchard Lake. No malice intended there, just a nice hard foul.
Yeah, just a bump by Harper Natinsky.
Yeah.
Also one of the leading goal scorers for this Orchard Lake St. Mary's team.
Considered like a professional foul, essentially. You stopped a counterattack, and
especially at any levels.
No harm really done there. Just a free kick.
So we'll get a throw in here for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. There you get a look at number 22 for Everest, Celine Legg. Also one of the seniors that will be graduating this year for Everest.
It's a nice clearance by Cam right there.
And here comes Avery Hergott. Lays it off to Celeste James. Leg will have a go! Hit the post! It went behind! And somehow it did not go in. How unlucky is Celeste James?
It hits the post, it hits the goalie with backspin and stays out. Unreal. We're going to have to take another look at that one.
Yeah.
It was a great shot, and actually the goalie making the save off her back slowed it down. And when we get to take a look at it, you'll see the spin on it actually is what keeps it out of the net.
That close to a 1-0 lead for Everest. Let's take a look at it again. Celeste James.
She gets a piece of it, I believe, and then it hits off of her leg.
And somehow it did not go across the line.
It's a really, really good look there.
You don't see this very often when the ball hitting the post, hitting the goalkeeper, and somehow it didn't go across the line.
Looks like we got a little cooling break, water break here. Officials got them over there. Usually it's like a minute or two. If we get another chance to look at that, I want to take a look at the shot there.
Yeah. So far, scoreless. 20 minutes to go here in this first half. Still scoreless. But let's take a look at the replay once again. Celeste James with the shot. Howcroft got in the piece, and it looked like it hit off the foot.
Doesn't she look like she gets just the piece of it right as it's coming through, and then it hits the post, then it hits off the back of her foot? It's a great chance, honestly.
That was a great chance.
I think that was one of those fingertip saves that's really hard to see. That I think that's the difference between going in and being 1-0 Everest and being 0-0 still. Clearly the best chance of the game so far.
So far, best chance of the game for Everest. And now it's taken away once again. Caroline Cross to the far side is Legg. Celine Legg playing that back line for Everest.
Man, she's got a lot of space to operate. She just dribbled 15 yards without anybody stepping up.
James with a swing and a miss.
Comes the shot.
Now the shot is wide. That comes from Erica Walker, who literally playing in the back line, but definitely had a goal-scoring opportunity going forward.
Take another look at this here in just a second. Walker lined it up, but unfortunately, as you see it, she doesn't open her foot all the way. So the curve of the foot, obviously right-footed shot, is going to curve to the left, just wide, a couple yards. Good look, though.
So far, Everest got some good looks at hand. Of course, Celeste James with a shot hitting the post, goes off the foot of Howcroft, and then team one up was Erica Walker in the last chance.
And now you see, about halfway through the first half, they're starting to implement their not dominance, but their skill level for Everest.
So Erica Walker, who had that last opportunity, will get the throw in here.
I always love it when an official makes you back up 2 or 3 steps, and then you take your 2 or 3 steps forward and you end up in the same place. One of those quirks about soccer.
Here is Caroline Cross, and it's intercepted. Here is
she plays
Maureen
diagonal.
Tosca.
She's wide open.
And a mishandle there by Maurice.
If that rolled all the way through and 13 would have just left it, number 7 would have been in on goal. Sienna Garza.
And here comes the chance for Everest.
Summer.
And Talaki, nice through ball. Cleared away, and this could be trouble. And Howcroft got a piece of that ball. And a takedown as Howcroft was trying to clear it out of the way.
Wow, that's a foul. the initial tackle, good play, and good save. The second one is clearly a foul. I don't know how she got away with it.
So take a look at that last chance.
Great save there.
Great save.
She's outside of the box right here.
And then Celeste James gets taken down. But so far, no call's been given. There was a corner coming up. And Howcroft able to make the grab. And now she'll boot it all the way to midfield. And it's intercepted by Scarlett Hamilton.
I love the aggressiveness of Howcroft, though. Regardless, all they called was a corner out of that. Clearly it was a foul. But,
yes.
you know, she got away with it, and typically goalies tend to get away with a little bit more being aggressive within and within the box, and then when they go to challenge a player.
So Everest will get the throw after that, blocked away by Harper Natinsky.
Nice throw. She's offsides.
And the flag is up for offside.
Yeah. Offsides on the deflection there.
Yes.
You know, you can be offsides on the throw-in, but as soon as it's touched by somebody on your team and you're in that position, now you're considered offsides. And offsides, sort of similar to hockey for those who aren't very versed.
Yes.
You can't be behind the last defender when you receive the ball off of somebody else's foot, one of your teammates' foots. In hockey, it is you can't be across the blue line before the puck crosses.
Absolutely. So now Everest will get on the attack once again. Lost. Nice through ball ahead, but it's intercepted. And it's going to be a throw in here for Everest.
Chad Bush coming in key right now, hooking us up with a couple extra rosters.
Yes.
We've been sharing one. A lot of back and forth.
It's a great block. Nice defensive play by Riesling. But Everest will get it again once again.
See right there? Now, she forced it into 4 Orchard Lake defenders. If she just plays that wide over here to 24, now you take the space and you go forward.
Avery Hurgott on the near side.
Here's 24 receiving the ball now. Look at all the space she has. Now she can service it into the middle.
Trying to serve it into the middle. Trying to get an opportunity. And now Chloe Antilaki. A nice defensive battle by Cameron Cole.
You see what it's funny, I just made the comment about 24 getting wide and then being able to service, and then she did that, and then Chloe was able to get a chance out of it. They really got to find these spaces over here. See, now right now, that's got to come wide. It's perfectly played right there.
Orchard Lake.
It's a good step up by Orchard Lake.
Orchard Lake St. Mary's in the pass, trying to get it over to Jebro.
You know, but they're doing their job. It's still 0-0, 14 minutes left in the first half. You know, we played 2/3 of the half already, and, you know, it's 0-0. You can't ask for much more when you're playing, you know, 10 girls behind the ball, essentially.
I mean, the longer the scoreline holds, the better it is for Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
No doubt, because they're not forcing the issue up top at all. Looks like Grace Robin is going to check back in here shortly. You know, she got a little breather. She's been the one that's been playing up top by herself. So, you know, get her a few minutes on the bench, get her a blow, a drink of water, and then put her right back up there to be the horse.
Well, Scott trying to keep that one in play, but instead it will go out for a goal kick. So
here comes that sub.
Yeah, so here comes the sub.
Looks like 6 is gonna go off for Orchard Lake.
Yeah,
Gwyn Teshka.
Yeah, Gwyn Teshka.
Could go over there and talk to the coaches. I don't know if she took a knock or if she just needs a little breather.
So Everest trying to keep them on the attack, but Cole hit her own teammate, Auntie.
Friendly fire right there.
You don't see that very often in the game of soccer.
No, you don't. You know what? You can see Cole. She's working really hard back there. She's trying to cover so much ground, and you can tell she's a little tired, even though they want to get her up front eventually.
Walker will try to clear it away. And nicely done by Celeste James. Hurgott, and now it's cleared by Auntie.
I don't know. I don't see much wind out there, but it's a little hard to tell when we're on the field. There might be a little wind helping Everest, so maybe they're waiting for the second half to try and play those diagonals to get Cole up there and try and take advantage of them.
Yeah, and just like we said during the broadcast, of course, rain was definitely playing a factor. Now the wind, you can see all the weather conditions playing a factor when it comes to soccer or any type of sporting events you want to see, especially outdoors. Here comes Everest trying to get through. Intalaki trying to get a tackle, centering ball, and now it's covered by Howcroft.
She's on everything. She's very aggressive. She's very smart off her line. She knows when to come out and when to stay back. We saw it on the save. She stayed home. She got a little fingertip save on it. And she's been on every through ball that hasn't been played perfectly. Here comes another one.
So we're under 12 minutes to go as the ball will roll out of bounds once again. And it'll be a goal kick for Kara Howcroft. So far, Kara Howcroft hasn't gotten the damage that she wanted there. Of course, the last chance she got was, of course, the tip save that she has made. Of course, ended up hitting the post and off her foot, but it didn't go over the line.
Jan, I don't think she wants any damage. You know, as a goalie, it's a weird thing because as a goalie, you want to be involved, but if you're not involved, that means your team probably has possession and is scoring goals in theory. So it's a tough thing. It's kind of goalies in all sports. It's a weird thing to, hey, I want to have some action, but not too much action because I want my team to be, possessing and scoring.
That was a nice boot from Amanda Ante. And was that a handball? Play continues on as Jabaro will roll it out, and now we'll get a throw in here for Orchard Link St. Mary's. Of course, Hannah Jabro.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cole stepped in here if they were able to get some possession or a corner kick because she's holding still behind the 50. So she's 45 yards behind the play right now.
Hopefully we'll get to see her in the attack. But right now, Amanda Ante will send it all the way back to Lukowski. But now, here comes the chance for Everest.
The diagonal ball, you can see it coming right now.
The last leg.
Good, well defended right there.
Send all the way back to Maria Saad.
She switches the ball. There's a ton of space over here.
Trying to receive the intervention, and now it's intercepted by Robin. And now we'll roll out of bounds for a throw in here for Everest as we are under 10 minutes to go in a scoreless semifinal between Orchard Link St. Mary's and Everest.
We got to figure this out. Is it Grace Robin? Is it Raven? Is it Raban?
I think
we've said it every which way. So
I think it's Raven.
All right, we'll go with that. Mom and Dad will probably correct us.
Nice intervention. And now Sarah Klaus will get the throw in. She'll send it all the way to Summer Reesing. And now it's cleared away by Walker.
Ooh, no communication there. They were very lucky there. If that ball takes a bounce, number 30 is on her way into the goal.
Speaking of which, here comes the opportunity.
Nice header.
Celeste James, who had that last chance. Here comes the shot, and it sends it over the crossbar. So far, Celeste James has some good looks at goal, especially that last chance that she has gotten.
I think we're going to get to take a look at it right here. Another one, she just leans back just a little bit. It's still a good look, and it's actually well defended. Howcroft was in position. I don't think she was going to beat her from there, but still, it's a good attempt. Got to stay down over the ball and try and strike through it as opposed to leaning back.
So 8.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Still scoreless.
Got a long diagonal ball. Goalie's going to come out. Play it.
Lisa Chow will clear it away towards midfield.
It's well played. I thought she was just going to knock it straight out.
And now here is Scarlett Hamilton.
Jan, you see all the space on this left side. As in not lower level, but in younger soccer, a lot of times most players are right-footed.
Right.
Typically, right? 90% of players are right-footed. So where does the ball tend to go? The right side.
The right side.
Yeah. So you're used to playing the right side. As players start to grow and mature, they learn that there's so much space on the left side. That's usually where the space actually is because everybody trends to move to the right when you're, in youth soccer and moving up through middle school into the high school level. And then when you get up to the higher level, high school and club, you'll see the spacing and you'll see that you can't always play everything to one side directly.
And let's not forget college as well.
No, absolutely. I mean, at that point, I would hope that they're playing both sides equally. But yeah, they tend to fall in those traps too.
Yes, come on, girls. Come on, Grace.
There's side.
Way to hustle,
And
Grace.
we'll let it go for a throw in here for Orchard Link St. Mary's. We're down to 7 minutes to go here in this first half. Still scoreless.
And I tell you what, I think Keith Jeffrey's got to be pretty happy with this first half. His goalie made one spectacular save to keep it 0-0. Other than that, there's only been one or two other real chances. And offensively, they've had a little bit of possession, a little bit of counter, like right now. They just need to be able to get the ball down and keep it at their feet. It's been a lot of bouncing balls when they've had possession.
Right now, Orchard Lake St. Mary's, you saw there, of course, trying to get things going forward. But now Everest will go on the attack side, trying to get away from one player. Now two. James taking the shot, and it's well wide. Good job by Howcroft to make sure that she doesn't get into the intervention.
Sure, and and to follow up, I think Coach Richard Cross is actually pretty happy as well. They've had the better the possession, they've had the more the better chances and more chances. They just haven't put one on goal. It probably should be 1-0 at this point, and yet if it's not for a great Howcroft save, we're still 0-0. So. Coach Cross has got to be pretty happy as well.
And, of course, you saw the replay of Maria side trying to get away from not one but two defenders before Celeste James.
Really nice tackle there by Cam.
Trying to get into the intervention.
She for me, is the best player on the field, and it's not very close, to be honest. There are some good players out there, but she is doing everything right now. She's controlling the entire backside.
When can we see the first goal of the game? We'll find out very soon. As Everest going on the attack. James, she could be dangerous. Instead, she'll give it over to Antilaki. Now Hamilton.
That's a shot from almost 35, 40 yards out that you weren't able to step into. Howcroft will take those all day long. Just keep feeding them to her. Those are nothing saves. There's nothing to it. She doesn't have to move. Just play it right in front of her. It's almost like just a change of possession, because then, it's a 50-50 ball 50 yards from your goal by the time she punts it out.
Of course, so far, Everton leading this game in shots and possession as well. Right now, Orchard Lake Hamilton needs to, Orchard Lake St. Mary's, I should say, trying to get things from out of their own half. As Everest still pouncing on here.
Another long ball. If she lets it run, it'll go right to the goalie. Oh.
Goal.
Hopped up on her.
One hop on the bounce.
Good
Here
recovery,
comes Antilaki.
Good recovery. That's a really
good recovery by Cameron Cole, and now she will
and you
clear.
got one-on-one now here. If she doesn't play it backwards, this is one-on-one if she's able to make this tackle. It's really well done by Cross out of the back.
Here's Hamilton trying to spring through on the attack.
Coach's daughter just beat 3 girls with 2 dribbles.
James to Avery Hurcott. Now Hamilton once more, but it's intercepted by Mara Maurice.
Nice job on the possession there. And able to play it forward into some space. But I'll tell you what, for as good as Cam has played at the back, Cross has done the same back there. For the very few chances Orchard Lake has had, she's cleaned up everything.
3:36 to go here in the first half.
2 really good center backs. And I'll be honest, I don't know if either of them are actually playing their natural position. I think they're just good players. Sometimes you just put your good players into a good place, and you know that they're going to do well.
And, of course, we see sub coming on here for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Gwen Teshka is back into the game.
About 3 minutes left here in the half, and, like I said, I think both coaches will be okay with this first half. Coach Cross is able to have some possession and have a few opportunities. Once again, I feel like a broken record, but it probably should be 1-0, but it's still 0-0. And for Coach Jeffrey, his outstanding goalkeeper made a great save to keep it 0-0. And, they're starting to get a little bit more possession here and there. It's not all defense the whole time.
Well, there's intercept, and here comes St. Mary's.
Got to play to some feet here. There it is.
Nice through ball ahead, trying to tend the pass for some reason.
Right idea. Just didn't quite hit the feet.
And now Everest will go on the attack.
Big switch, wide open. The right side's wide open now. Look at that right midfielder.
Nicely settled down by Lukowski. And now Orchard Lake St. Mary's could go on the break, and now they have possession of the ball, but nicely done by number 10, Caroline Cross of Everest.
Quick turnover. Caroline Cross has been on everything.
Avery Hurcott to Celeste James. James running down in the middle.
James has done really well. She keeps going from the left side to the right. She's working from like a left wing position and working her way to the middle. All 3 of her opportunities have come to that same spot.
And we'll get our second corner kick coming up for Everest, as we're now under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. So far, Orchard Lake St. Mary have done the damage so far in the defensive side of things, and Everest is definitely trying to get the pressure on. But now here comes the corner.
If she gets this in her hands, it went right out. So now if you could see, if she was able to get that in her hands, she would have had a one-on-one with her offensive player, number 6, and their defender and cross, if she was able to throw it out quickly or punt it. The ball was played directly out of bounds, but there was 18 girls within, 5 yards of the goal there.
Yes. So Howcroft with the goal kick. Headed up by Hamilton. And now Everett will get it again with Avery Hergott. She'll send it all the way back to Erica Walker. Hamilton at midfield.
Space over there.
Trying to get some space going along. And a nice through ball. Here comes Antelaki. And a chance and a save! And it's tipped over the bar! How about that from Kyra Howcroft? And we'll get another corner coming up here as we're now down to 37 seconds.
That's a world-class save right there. And I don't say that lightly. She's leaning to her left, all her weight's there, and she has to reach back to make the save with the right hand.
Wow, what a save.
It's a great save.
I thought that was going to go in, but somehow Kyra Howcroft able to manage to collect it there. But now Everest still on the attack inside the box. And now St. Mary's will clear. 10 seconds to go. And Everest will have one more chance.
And we're going to run out right here. And I'll tell you what, Howcroft has really saved 2 goals. Coach Jeffrey's got to be pretty excited with her. She has 2 great saves. Look at her sprint off. She knows it should be 2-0, and she's the one who was able to keep it 0-0.
Boy,
look at her teammates.
Boy, is she excited right now. So, Kyra Howcroft, 2 incredible saves so far for her, as Orchard St. Mary's and Everest are scoreless after one half of play. Let's take a look at the replay again.
There's the one off the tip, and then her foot.
And somehow it didn't go over the goal line. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here for our halftime report, as it is halftime here at West Bloomfield. Orchard Link St. Mary's 0, Everest 0.
You begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Pure Barre is a full-body workout that transforms you, physically and mentally. Our musically driven group classes focus on low-impact, small movements that strengthen and tone your entire body in 50 minutes or less. Anyone is capable of taking Pure Barre, no matter your age or fitness level, and no dance experience is required. Arrive at the studio 10 to 15 minutes before class begins so we can check you in. Wear something you can move comfortably in. We suggest leggings or long pants and a workout top. You'll also need a pair of sticky socks to keep your feet from sliding during class. If you need sticky socks, you can pick some up at the studio. Before class, grab a ball, tube, and a light set of weights. Right from the start, you connect to the beat. Class begins with a warm-up, then your teacher will guide you through arm work using the light weights. After that, you'll make your way over to the bar, where you'll work your thighs, then your seat, and finally your abs. You'll finish your workout with a cool down to stretch your muscles. Something you'll hear often in class is a tuck. A tuck is a movement that involves contracting the abs while rotating your hips forward and up to elongate your spine. One of the biggest benefits of Pure Barre are the small, controlled movements in class. When you hear your teacher say pulse or down an inch, up an inch, that literally means just 1 inch, the size of a paperclip. This is important because with Pure Barre, the smaller the movement, the bigger the change in your muscles. Your first class will move quickly, and it will be challenging, but your teacher will be right there beside you and can help you modify the workout throughout the class. After 3 to 4 classes, you'll start to get comfortable with the flow. And after 8 to 10 classes, you can see results. Our teachers and our community will support you along the way. Pure Barre is about rising above who you were yesterday and building a stronger version of yourself today. Precise, strong, balanced, inspired. This is Pure Barre.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
so that interscholastic athletes may thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given for that.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game!
And we want to thank the Ignatic family, Dairy Queen owners, who provided today's meal. You know, they're 1 mile south of the Great Lakes Crossing. I know Jan does a lot of shopping over at Great Lakes Crossing. He's a big fan of the outlets. They're always hiring, so if you're looking for a job, hit them up. It's a great job for students, flexible hours, great pay, free meals. The whole crew says thank you for the hot dogs and the sandwiches and the drinks. Chili dogs is what Chad Bush says. And after this, I think we're going to take a look at the highlights from the first half.
Let's take a look at the first highlights of the game. Of course, no goals have been scored, but Kyra Howcroft happens to be the player that we'll be looking to watch so far here today.
And here she is. This is the first one. This is her just being able to come off her line. A couple looks of her, being aggressive, coming out on those through balls. There's 2 of them right there. Balls that they're nice. They're well-played balls right into the 6. And, that's her coming out. And then here's the different side of it. Her staying home.
There, of course, you can see the shot hitting off the post. Might have gotten a piece off of Howcroft. And then here comes another chance. And a good save by Howcroft. So far, 2 big saves to keep this game scoreless.
Yeah, you could see her, too, when we went to break. You could see just how excited she was that she was able to make that save. It was 30 seconds left in the half. They got a quick corner, and that was it afterwards. So 2 really nice saves. I'm crediting her with that first save. I don't know what the stats say, but in my eyes, she made the save. She got her fingertip on it.
Yeah, so far no goals have been scored here, but who's going to be the difference maker here in these last 40 minutes? We will step aside for another break, and of course we'll take a break, and we'll come back soon. Still 0-0 between Orchard Lake and Everest.
What I could tell right off the start was that they were really about the player, and I just got out of high school, so I was using BB Corps bats for the past 3 or 4 years. When y'all came to me, took my advice, trying to figure out what we wanted, what I learned in high school about bats, and what I wish I had, it's really cool to be a part of. I I can't remember the last time that I hit balls that far with a BB Core bat or as hard. Definitely the best BB Core bat I've ever swung in my life. And I've swung plenty of BB Core bats. The numbers can prove it too, because the numbers that I was getting on my exit velos and the distance, I really didn't get close to that in some of the other BB Core bats. Yeah, just overall, it's been really fun. Know that you were a part of it and that a lot of kids are going to love to use it. Yeah, super excited.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Welcome back, everybody, here at Orchard Lane. Let's take a look at the team profile for Orchard Lane St. Mary's. They are 10-1 on this season. They were so good that they have picking up a lot of wins until what happened on Monday night when they lost 2-1 to Oakville Christian. Of course, they're in the Division IV in the Catholic High School Intersectional. This is a private league with girls enrollment with 150. Of course, Keith Jeffrey with his first year at the girls team, and of course, he has been 5 years with the men's team, and of course, he is the 2020 District Coach of the Year. So far, they are the division champs of the Catholic High School League. 81 goals have been scored, 5 of them have been allowed, but 49 of them have been involved in the league, and 3 of them goals are also allowed in the league.
And, simple math, they're scoring 7-8 goals a game. And, you're talking mercies for some of these. So this is a team that can put it in the net. Obviously, with only 150 girls, you're kind of – everybody's got to kind of do everything. Some of these girls are just learning. There's a good look at the tonight's officials.
Yes, the officials are Alex Moldavian, Dan Krukowski, and Mike Grisky.
Another set of easy names for you, right?
Yes.
First name's easy. Last
Absolutely.
name's
can be tough sometimes.
Right. Yeah. So, anyways, we're looking to see if the second half matches the first half. Does Clarkson Everest keep possession, or does Orchard Lake make a change, or as far as tactically, or do they stay what they are? Do they think they've gotten enough out of it to maybe play for a draw, or look for that one counterattack?
Yes. Anything can happen there. Remember, now for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, their biggest win in the season was on May 10th, which was a 12-0 win against Frankel Jewish. But this time, this could be tough for them, but they only got 10 wins so far this season before losing on Monday to Oakville Christian.
Yeah, 10-1, it's a great season. It's your first season. I've seen teams go 0-11 in 11 games, in the first season. But 10-1 is a great start for Coach Jeffrey, in his first year with the girls, 5 years with the boys. So here we are going to get the second half started, and we'll see how it plays out, see if it's similar to the first half.
So Everest on the ball once again here as we begin this second half. Still scoreless between Everest and Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Jan Volker alongside Eli Wiles back with you here on the call, here on the prep.
And you know what? I don't see any tactical changes yet. It seems very similar, flat 4 with one sweeper playing way behind for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Cameron Cole's still out there doing the same thing. Howcroft playing off her line, which like she has been, just waiting for those through balls, waiting to pick up those through balls. If they don't go diagonal, they're easy to scoop up for a goal if you're aggressive.
Here is McNally at the midfield, sends it all across to Celine Legg. 3 in a box now for Everest, but it's intercepted here by Harper Natinsky.
That was good defense right there. Used her body, got in front of her, and was able to steal the ball away.
Celeste James trying to get the handle on it, but it's poked away by Harper Natinsky for the first quarter.
It's like the announcer curse right there.
Yes.
Great defense to, oops, turnover. Here's a corner.
Turnover, yeah. So we'll get our first corner kick of the second half, third so far for Everest.
Now look at where every single player is. Other than the goalie, they're all within 30 yards of the goal right now. The ball goes wide, but you got to look at this. If you're Howcroft and you get one of those balls and you can release one of your girls after a corner quickly, you got 60 yards of space to yourself.
So a goal kick coming up here for Kyra Howcroft. 2 big saves in the first half.
She was great in the first half. She was really good. She's as advertised. That was a handball, no call.
So let's see how Kyra Howcroft continues to have her momentum going. As Everest will.
And see, all right, so if you take a look right now, Orchard Lake is hanging back. They just essentially netted 40 yards there.
Yes.
But yet defensively they're still way back. Look how far back they are defensively in relationship to where the ball is. They're not even trying to press right now. So it's tough. It's tough to get that counterattack if you don't want to press forward at all. So they just allowed on a throw-in, 30 yards of space and one touch, and now they're playing defense again.
Everest on the attack was intercepted there, and now here comes Celine Legg. Legg trying to send it across there, pick out Intilaki. Now Legg will get it once more, and it will roll out of bounds for an Everest throw. So what are you hoping forward for the second half?
Well, I'm hoping for a little bit of openness in play, and maybe our cameraman Brandon not get run over, but who knows?
And so Howcroft will collect it as we are now 3 minutes into the second half.
I don't know if we have a look at that or not, but our cameraman Brandon thought he was a soccer player for a second. He definitely is not.
We got our great crew here at the prep doing the hard work no matter what happens.
Alex Westfall's cracking the whip over here. He's the executive producer and director. He's yelling at everybody. He's one of those mean directors. He's just nothing but a yeller.
Celine Legg swinging through on the near side. Nice through ball ahead to Intilaki. Intilaki to James. With Howcroft coming out, and what a save again by Kyra Howcroft.
That's a great save. You know what? She slid out, used her bottle. Should be a corner here, though.
Actually, it's a goal kick at the end. It was last touch off of Celine
James.
Let's
take a look at this.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Howcroft came out. It was a great play.
Using her body.
I mean, they called it a goal kick.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm all for the goalie always getting the benefit of the doubt. I think that might have been a corner, though.
So once again, ball's binging around. And now Intilaki will get it here. Was that a handball? Intilaki, he got away with it. Here comes the service. Towards the back post. And here is Avery Hercott. We'll send it all the way back.
Playing it back again.
Service into the box. Intilaki, can she get an opportunity? No, but it's denied by the defense.
Another one right off the knee and back.
Yeah,
now,
off the knee.
If we have a nice wide shot here with our camera, you can see how every single player is within 30 yards of the goal. Watch, every single one.
Oh my gosh. So another corner coming up here for Everest. Fourth of this game. Toward the box, and what an opportunity for Everest.
That was well defended. Did that not take a yeah, okay, that definitely took a deflection off the defender. It was a volley, and then it was knocked off the defender's chest.
Well
defended.
Could have been an own goal in the process. So here we go. 5th corner coming up here for Everest. McNally. Right to the 6-yard box is headed away. And now St. Mary's will survive.
Man, they're getting oh jeez. There's a lot of pressure coming through right now. Sorry, I'm listening and watching at the same time.
Cameron Cole. Hopefully we'll see her in that attacking role. So far she has been so impressive in that back line for Orchard Lake. Hamilton. And Orchard Lake, they're trying to keep it, trying to get it out of their own half. And now Everest will get it again.
The production team is laughing at some bloopers in here. There's nothing funny about this game. It's 0-0. Come on, Jan. Fire them up.
Absolutely. Here comes the chance. McNally.
Get your body in front.
Right through. McNally, but it's cleared away by Cameron Cole.
That's really well defended. If she swings at that and misses, she's in on goal. And if she doesn't use her body, she's in on goal. Notice she throws, if we were able to take a look at it, she kind of throws her hip in, almost like a little hip check to get her body in between her and the offensive player and then clear it out.
So 6 corner kick for Everest. So far they have done the damage so far.
Cameron Cole clearing it up. This defense has to get up and out now. Up, 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 up.
Caroline
That's
Cross.
how you get girls off sides.
Trying to serve it in, and now it's cleared away by Marcy. But Everest will get it again. To the near side, leg. Now side. Back to Celine, leg. They both play catch.
There's that counter, though. There is going to be space there. Because Everest is playing so high, there's going to be space and room for a counterattack. You just got to find those angles. When I say high, their defensive line is playing so much closer to the goal than what Orchard Lakes is when they have possession of the ball.
Antelaki teeing up as James. The shot is blocked, and now it's cleared by Cameron Cole, but not out of it yet. Here is Hamilton.
There. Bad turnover by Cole right there. Nice first touch, bad turnover because she played it right through the middle. But you know what? No harm, no foul. Howcroft gobbles it up, and another free kick, goal kick right here. I guess drop kick.
Yeah, drop kick. She already made the save so far. And now Howcroft will boot it up to midfield. Still scoreless here as we're under 32 minutes to go here in regulation.
You know, very similar to the first half, though. Everest has definitely have more of the possession and definitely coming hard attacking-wise on Orchard Lake St. Mary's. But between Cameron Cole and Howcroft back there, they've been really strong defensively. But just the possession, you know, that's a lot of wear and tear. It's a lot of kick the ball out, go back and defend. Kick the ball out, go back and defend. They got to look to have a little possession themselves.
Put it up to midfield, and it's a whistle on the handball.
Yeah, definitely.
Gwinteska is the guilty party.
On the short hop there, just caught her on the hand.
Yeah. So Everest, once again, having possession. Leg. Trying to get a chance at goal. It's still loose inside the box. And Howcroft able to collect it. That was danger written all over it. But Howcroft getting the damage done.
She's been so good. Let's take another look at this. You know, she comes off her line again on a nice diagonal ball here. Kind of skips through everybody. She steps right in front. It gets knocked around by her defender, and then she hops right on it. If she's not aggressive there, once again, that's another goal.
So far, this game is still scoreless as we're going close to and half an hour left. Legs trying to get some chase. Can she keep it in play? No, she cannot. It'll be a throw in here for Orchard Lake, and now we'll get us up.
Yep, looks like number 16 is going to come in, Hannah Jabiro.
Jabiro, yep. And number 7, Summer Reasoning, is coming out.
You know, Summer got a little bit of a knock early in the first half. I don't know if anything's lingering or this may just be a little bit of a break, but 10 minutes into the second half, it's a little early for a sub, so I wonder if something's bothering her. Never supposed to speculate, but I just saw her grimace a little bit earlier, so I don't know if maybe she hurt something, just a little stinger.
Yeah, hopefully she'll be all right. Cameron Cole will clear it away, and now it's been cleared right towards the Orchard Lake St. Mary's half.
So right here, I'm waving at you to wave them up. This is where you've got to take some of this space away from them because so easy. She was able to throw the ball in. Girl receives it, turns, makes 2 passes, and now we're right back to where we just were.
Leg on the
Cole
chase.
Just cleared it.
Leg on the near side. Trying to service in. And now it's cleared out. In
the last corner.
Yes. Last charge off of
7
Orchard
now?
Lake. 7th corner. Just have to make sure that I'm keeping it track. So Morgan McNally, the sophomore, doing the damage on in corners. Let's see what she can do here.
One of these Howcroft is
service in, and it goes off of the football
post. Yeah, hits the football post and pops down. So it wouldn't have counted, but still a really good attempt. And unfortunately, she was wide open, honestly. Let's take a look at this.
This is a corner.
Wide open.
And Kyra Howcroft was ready for it. Now breakout chance here for Everest.
You know, I think this is danger zone for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. They haven't really kept any possession here in the second half. And I know they're working hard, don't get me wrong. But, they either need to, as you see girls running side to side, 10 and 3, just switch. That tells me somebody's man marking right now.
And let's not forget, this is the team, Everest, this is the team that were 8-5-1 on the season, while Orchard Lake St. Mary's is 10-1.
Different divisions, though, Jan. So, different competition, higher level for some of it, higher skill level potentially. So, don't get me wrong. I think Orchard Lake St. Mary's is a good team. But I would say they probably haven't played quite the competition that Clarkson Everest has. But today, it's been a good game. But definitely Everest has had the run, had the possession. But these opportunities right here where it's 4v4 is where Orchard Lake needs to really take advantage.
And now Orchard Lake St. Mary's will have an opportunity. And it's going to be picked up by Lila Chow, the junior for Everest.
And Layla hasn't really been, she not much come her way so far. I think only the second time she's picked up the ball. So we haven't really seen her been tested to see, how she is. Coach says she's very good, and I trust him. And but I'd like to see a little bit more pressure from Orchard Lake.
So Everest once again having the opportunity. We may see these two teams in the state playoffs.
Yeah, they're in the same district, so that they could potentially play each other as soon as 2 weeks from now. I believe the district starts on the 31st, Memorial Day.
Oh, that's nice.
30th or 31st?
30th or 31st. We'll see how it goes. So right now here is Hamilton trying to find some options. And now it's out there by Lukowski. Lukowski get it once more. Trying to keep it in chase, and she'll let go of it, and it'll be a throw in here for Everest as we're down to 26 minutes to go in regulation.
Howcroft's going to come off the line. That was from a throw-in, too. So that went through about 6 girls off of a throw-in. Just misses and those big bounces. And luckily, Howcroft's paying attention, and she's able to come off her line. Quickly, she came off her line, too. She didn't hesitate. That's one thing that I really like about her. She is not slow coming off her line.
And it's cleared away by Ante. Everest still has possession of the ball. And now a chance for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, but now it's given away once again. Antalaki.
She's being fouled. She's being fouled. She's being fouled. Yep.
There's
about 3 fouls there.
She's offended by
Harper Natinsky. And No big deal. It was a foul, and they both knew it, and now they reset, and you play soccer.
Sometimes things get real interesting there.
You could see that one coming from a mile away, though. She fouled her once. Yes. Fouled her twice. Okay. Fouled her 3 times. All right, he's going to be called. Especially because it wasn't a possession thing, and she wasn't able to turn and get to an offensive point of attack. Her back was to the goal.
Cameron Cole will clear it away. And now here comes Everest, but now it's picked up by Rebin. And here they come. Here is Grace Wata. Shot on the ball. Trying to intercept it on the run. Celine Legg will pick it up, and he gives over to Maria Side. Trying to get away from one defender.
Look at the big switch to the left side. Look at that left side right now, Jan.
Maria Side.
Wide open it is.
Trying to spring through on the attack. She'll let it go. Trying to get the redirect. And now an opportunity. There's an open ball, and Howcroft once again able to collect it.
She's been as advertised.
She has been relentless so far.
The thing is, she's a freshman. I mean, she should be playing on a freshman or a JV team right now, in theory. You know, so you got 3 more years of her as your starting goalie. Look out.
She's like a 6-year veteran.
In talking with Coach, she's. Did you say she was a lacrosse goalie as well?
Yeah.
So she's got that mentality.
Centering ball and picked up there by Howcroft once again.
She's not very big. She's a little small in stature. I don't know if she's got any more growing to do, but trust me, any college in a couple of years would be very happy to have her.
Yeah, hopefully once you're in your freshman year and you're playing soccer, hopefully you got trying to get to the basics before you can get to the elite.
Yeah, sure, of course. You got to master the basics before you move to the higher level stuff and kind of anything.
So we're now under 23 minutes to go here in regulation. Still scoreless between Everest and Orchard Lake. So far, Everest doing the damage in shot and possession, or Everest, I should say. While Orchard Lake doing the damage defensively, trying to keep the ball from going into the back of the net.
Another long through ball. And, for Coach Cross over there for Everest, I'm not sure. That was a foul throw, no call. How happy he is with the long ball play, because when they've possessed the ball, they've really moved it really well. They keep getting to that final third and then looking to hit a 20, 25-yard ball as opposed to just keep possession and keep passing. We'll see if it's another example right here.
Hamilton on the ball right now for Everest.
There's that long ball.
And that's not what she wanted.
No, and it turns over into what could be a counterattack. Now, Orchard Lake doesn't have a lot of firepower up there. So they only have one girl holding up top. But in theory, you can't just throw blind passes. Look at it. She dribbled right through 3 people. Now, she doesn't need to pass. Make a defender commit.
Maria
but
side.
Here comes the long diagonal ball. It's coming.
Maria side. Trying to take one cut. Trying to keep the ball at hand. She's defended by Lukowski.
There it is again. So she had possession all the way to 25 yards from goal, and then it's that long through ball that you don't really need to do. If the one thing about Clarkson Everest is they've possessed the ball really well. When they've passed it and moved or dribbled around girls, they've been really good. They're kind of bailing them out by playing those long diagonal balls, because Cameron Cole's able to eat them up back there along with Howcroft. You can see, too, there's some tired legs out there right now.
And Lila Chow able to clear it out, and it'll be a throw in here for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. So we may see some involvement here for Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
It's a good look at Chow right there.
Yeah.
She hasn't had a lot of work to do, which, again, as we talked about as a goalie, you like, because in theory that means, you're winning and possessing the ball.
And, of course, we see some sub here. Grace Rabin coming back on. Now we will see some firepower here for Orchard Lake.
See if they can get this wide here. There you go. It's the right play. Just a little heavy on the foot.
Well, a little heavy on the touch from Bella Rainish. 19 goals, 8 assists so far for Bella Rainish.
Bella Rainish apparently plays lacrosse as well, and is very good.
Wow.
Via our crack staff research staff, also known as Chad Bush.
Absolutely. And it'll be a throw in here for Everest as we're now under 20 minutes.
Here comes Howcroft, just going to eat that up. Look at that. That's off of a throw-in, 40 yards from goal. Rolls right to her. Just not finding those feet. It's kind of like the passing. If you just play these long diagonal balls, you're kind of bailing them out. That's a handball.
So here we go once again for Everest. Doing the damage there. Every Hurkott. And now it's cleared away.
Long diagonal ball that's going to go to Chow. Not sure why she didn't take her time there.
Missed hit on the touch, but Maria Sidewell able to settle it down.
And she's able to settle it down because there just isn't any pressure whatsoever. They're as Coach says, they're kind of parking the bus right now. They're just staying back there, defend.
And that's a good example there from Harper Natinsky as she got away from Leg. And now here comes Orchard Lake. Trying to get through one player. That was Gwyn Teshka, but Maria Sidewell able to get it once again.
And you can just see some of these girls are gassed right now. I mean, we still got 20 minutes of soccer to play, and I don't know if we're going to have to try and get as many subs in as possible. Teshka right now is just dragging, and she's having to work really hard up top.
And Talaki trying to keep that one in play, so it'll be a goal kick here for Kara Howcroft.
You know how you can tell when people are tired? Where their hands go. On the hips. Hips or head, right?
On
hips
their head, yep.
Hips and head. They're always there because that's the international sign of, I need a breath.
Yes. Hannah Jabrero is coming back on into the game. And she replaces Gwyn Teshka. Here's Celeste James, who had a couple of chances that didn't go her way here in the first half. But now, this could be a huge opportunity. Maria Side now on the ball. She's defended by Rabin.
That's a nice play right there. Nice pass. See, if they keep this possession, she just plays a nice, simple ball to cross right there. You see how cross is just kind of sneaking up through the middle? That's
Here
right.
comes the chance, McNally. And now it's cleared away by Rainish. Everest will get it once again with Hamilton. James will tee it up.
See that now, Jan, that's another one of those examples of they're 30 yards from goal.
Yes.
It's not a real good look, not a real good shot. You're actually kind of helping them bail out, Orchard Lake by just playing a simple ball in that rolls out. And now it's going to be about 45 seconds from when that ball is hit to when Howcroft actually takes this free kick.
So Kara Howcroft will settle in for the goal kick. By the time we reached kickoff, it was about 60 degrees with cloudy skies, and now look at we are right now.
It's still cloudy.
Still cloudy.
I just don't think it's 60 anymore.
Still cloudy and probably going down to like the upper 50s. Layla Chow able to clear that one out.
But honestly, you don't mind this weather right now. A little bit of chill as opposed to heat is better if you're playing soccer typically.
And now here comes the counterattack. Ballerina is trying to get through, but intercepted by Caroline Cross. And now Everest will get it again. Here they come. Milosk trying to get through to McNally.
That was a good look there.
And that was a good ball ahead.
Well defended, though.
Here's Maria Side shaking through on the near side. Trying to service across. And that's cleared away by Cameron Cole, but not as far as Hamilton.
I'm interested to see if Cameron Cole sneaks up at all because you know what? I can tell you one thing. She's still got a lot of energy. And a lot of these players are tired for both teams. And I want to see if he tries to sneak her up and go and win this game or they, just play for a 0-0 draw.
Here it comes, trying to send it through. And Karen Howcroft able to collect it. I know this is the semifinals, but I was just trying to make sure what happens if this game ends in a scoreless draw. We may see overtime, maybe? Who knows?
Yeah, I'd have to check on that. Sometimes you play those 2 15-minute overtimes with it's usually a 3 minutes in between. You may go golden goal. It may be an automatic 2 15s. It may go to penalties. I'd have to see what the format is for today.
Yes. Well, of course, in college soccer, things have been changed here starting this season where, of course, after the 90 minutes are up in the regular season, they're just going to end in a draw. And, of course, once we get into like tournaments and playoffs, then it'll be just 2 10-minute overtime periods, no golden goal.
And that's the thing is some of them, it depends on what league you are, what tournament you're in. You know, each rule, each league or rule has its own adopted rules. But it is some version of either A, golden goal, which means first one to score, or 2 10-minute or 2 15-minute halves that are automatically played, and you keep playing even if somebody scores. Or you go directly to penalty kicks. Those are the 3 options.
Yes.
As well as a draw.
Absolutely. So here we go with Erica Walker. Up on the bounds, Caroline Cole, or Cameron Cole, I should say.
That's right, you can combine them. 2 pretty good players.
Cameron Cole trying to clear that one out. And now Everest will get it again.
Everest has had a lot of possession. See, when they move that ball, see how those simple passes, when it's a simple pass, they're able to play through. Like right here, she switches it right here. Right idea. Perfect. Now, if she plays this wide here.
Maria Side trying to get away through. But here aside.
But then that nice, big, long through ball, that's a foul.
Yep.
Actually, she was offsides first, and then it was a foul.
Yeah, so flag was up, and that was a good opportunity for Everest once again because that would have been dangerous as we take a look at the replay again.
You can see she's offsides on that flick right there. If that ball isn't flicked, she's probably onside, but she was drifting in.
Yeah, it looks like
it's a good look there.
James getting the opportunity. 13:30 to go here in regulation time. Still scoreless between Orchard Lakes and Everest, but now here comes Hamilton. Hamilton with a shot. That's blocked.
I know they're used to shooting from a ways out because it sort of depends on the goalie, but this goalie's too good to beat from 35 yards.
Nicely done to keep that one in play, Avery Hergott. And now a shot from distance.
Howcroft's she's just waiting for those. Those are layups. Those are cupcakes right there. A through ball right to me? Sure, okay.
Trying to have things going.
I mean, she's probably credited for about 15 saves right now, but she's really made like 3 real saves. The rest are, they're just scoop ups. They're coming right at you. So I mean, her 3 saves have been spectacular, don't get me wrong. But
so far, she's the hero of the night.
Oh, absolutely. Far. Absolutely. This game could be 2-3, 4-0 if she's not back there.
So here comes Orchard Lake on the ball. We haven't seen that much so far in any possession for Orchard Lake. And now Everest will get it once again.
Simple play right there. See that right there is a simple pass, and then look at all the space it opened up by just playing that ball backwards. Look at she's able to dribble, go out wide.
And now it's intercepted.
But intercepted right back to another teammate. So watch, they're going to switch the play here. It's going to go over to the left side now. Look at all that space over there to the left side.
All the way to the far side. This is his ivy leg. McNally.
This is good possession here.
Erica Walker will get it once more.
This is what Coach Cross wants. Good possession, work it into a good space. Now you play the ball through if you need to.
And a chance that's blocked.
There it is.
Service into the box.
Notice they're getting clean headers from 10 yards out there.
Well, that's James. And now Hamilton whipping the shot.
Good
that probably took
defense,
a deflection, but instead it'll be a goal kick.
Looks like we got a sub coming on.
And once again, Hannah Yarborough back into the game.
I'm telling you, I can tell you for a fact that Summer Reesing's got something going on because that's her second sub.
Yeah.
And she's definitely dragging over there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a fatigue thing, if it's an injury of some sort, but she's not right now.
I was hoping it might be an injury at some point. Here comes Malosk on the ball for Everest. This could be an opportunity.
Ooh, I thought
miscleared. And somehow.
Well defended there. Nothing wrong with that.
That would have been a breakout chance here for Chloe Intackley. And now we'll get a corner coming up. This will be number 8. 10:33 to go here in regulation time. Still scoreless. Morgan McNally doing the damage here so far. Sends it into the box as now it's cleared. Not cleared yet for Orchard Lake.
That's close there, too. Did you see how she turned?
McNally trying to serve it in. Hamilton trying to settle
right
it
here.
down.
Player through.
Clear.
Oh, you got to play that diagonal.
Another giveaway once again.
That's the chance I've been talking about for 60 minutes is that diagonal off of a corner. If you can get it out quick and play it off that corner, you see, because everybody is within 40 yards of the goal. Every single player except for the Everest goalies within 40 yards of the goal.
I think fatigue might be a factor.
No doubt about it. No doubt. Back to what I was saying earlier, though. On that corner kick, one of the girls jumps in, and she turns her body, and it clearly hits her arm. Yes. But a lot of times that call isn't called because she didn't intentionally play it, even though she turns her body into it with her arm.
Yes.
It's a tough one. It's a 50-50 call. Like, it depends on if that arm gets away from your body or not. If it gets away from your body, that's going to get called. But if you turn like that and you keep it tight, they usually won't call it.
Yeah. So Caroline Croft booted up there to midfield, and now Caroline Croft will send it all the way back.
Yes, there you go.
This could be a foot race.
Cameron Cole's yelling at the defenders to get up right now. That she just was yelling at her.
I'm surprised we didn't see Caroline Cole get into the attack.
The problem is she's going from 60 yards behind the play. So, like right now, that ball goes through. Nice drop kick.
And Layla Chow will clear it.
And there's, 8 Orchard Lake girls still behind midfield.
A breakout chance. And we'll get a throw in here for Everest. 8:35 to go here in regulation. We'll see how things are going to go here. And the question is, will we see a breakthrough goal here in the late stages of this game?
Cameron Cole plays that one out. Just a nice, simple play out of bounds. It was high pressure. You give up the throw in there, let your defense recover, and you get back into place.
Leg will serve it into the box.
And then right there, quick turnover, and now you've won possession.
We're down to 8 minutes.
I see some of the coaches trying to work the officials over there. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what specifically is going on the far side of the field, but maybe something we missed.
Come on, St. Mary's, you can do it.
Looks like a sub is ready to come in here, Jan. Yep. Probably the next dead ball. Like right now.
Yep. And it's right on cue. So Summer Reesing is definitely back on track.
If we can take a look at her, you can see her kind of hobbling on over. Her and 16. 16's going off.
Okay.
And then 7's who came on, Summer Riesling. She's the one that has been limbering a little bit, and I don't know if she just needs a little breather or if she's trying to work through something. To me, she looks like she's limping a little bit.
Here is Hamilton trying to get away from Teshka. Now to the near side is Celine Legg. Nice intervention by number 9, Alexis Lowski. And now it's a takedown, and now we got a free kick coming up for Everest.
Oh, wow. I'd like to take a look at that because I think that was called the wrong way. I think that was a foul the other way.
Let's see.
He's calling a throw, and he's calling a foul. That's interesting, needless to say.
So free kick coming out here for Everest.
Don't necessarily agree with that call.
Service into the box. Is a loose ball scrambled, and now it's cleared by Marcy. Here is Cross. Now to Avery Hergott. And it will roll out of bounds for a throw in for Everest.
I like that call didn't result in anything because it was definitely controversial on who the foul was on. So, it's kind of one of those no blood, no foul type of things. So, we play on. It looks like we were handed a little note on if we do go extra times. What's that going to involve here?
So, for overtime, if this scoreline holds, it'll be 2 10-minute OT periods. And, of course, we keep on going if someone scores. But, of course, if it's still tied after the 2 10-minute periods, then we go straight to a penalty kick shootout.
Yeah, and that would be 5 shooters each, similar to, hockey or anything like that, where, if you score 3 and I score 4, I advance. Pretty simple.
Yes.
They rotate shooters on that, too.
Absolutely. I've seen penalty kick shootouts in any level. Men's, women's, you know it.
Absolutely.
So throw in here inside their own half for Everest.
Obviously, we don't necessarily want to get to the shootout. We want to see a goal. We want to see a couple goals. We want to see, excellence happen. We want to see somebody score.
And this could be a breakout chance for Everest with Moloch.
And shut down by Cameron Cole. Now, that's what we want to see. I think Coach Keith Jeffrey would be just fine with this score line and hoping that, they were able to get to a shootout, because they're not playing to try and push forward and score right now. They're defending, and they're defending very well. And that's what they're playing for.
So we got a sub once again as Summer Reesing is coming back probably for the 5th or 6th time. And Hannah Jubero once again. So far, Reesing and Jubero switching.
They keep subbing for each other, and it's weird because they're literally doing 3, 4, 5 minutes and then subbing. And now I know that's a tactic, is get your team a breather by getting a sub. But Reesing has been off several times, including twice in the first half. So, like I said, I wonder if it's anything more than that. Now here she is, just going to get a nice touch on cue.
And here comes the clearance by Teshka, and we'll get a throw in here as we're now under 4 minutes to go in regulation.
And we only got 3.5 minutes left in this game, barring a goal before we were to go extra time. And, I think Coach Cross over there for Everest maybe want to push a little bit more. I don't necessarily know if he wants to play extras. I think he'd like to finish this off and score. So that may mean that they're going to press forward a little bit more. They've already been high press, but really Orchard Lake isn't showing any urgency to try and get forward.
So Jaburo is coming back on. Reasoning is out.
Yeah, at this point, I know it's tactical. It's a sub in, sub out, sub in, sub out. And all you're doing is you're trying to kill 30 seconds.
3 minutes to go in regulation. Still tied at 0.
In soccer, you can sub in at the high school level as many times as you want, in and out, until an official thinks it's in an abundance. Every possession, they may stop you.
And it's going to be a throw-in on Everest's side. And here is Chloe Antelaki. Throw in once again for Everest. 2.5 to go. Antelaki will get it once again, but it's cleared by Cameron Cole, but it's not as far as Hamilton. Hamilton trying to get things through. The shot is blocked.
And that's another one of those kind of nothing shots. It's 35 yards out. You're leaning back. You're not going towards the goal. Howcroft would have been just fine with that getting all the way through, because that would have been in her hands. It would have killed another 30 seconds. There's Teshka.
Teshka wants it.
Will save it.
And it's blocked by Celine Legg, or Maria Sod, rather. Now Antelaki centering ball. That took a deflection. It's still bouncing around, and somehow Howcroft able to collect it away.
Howcroft is bailing these girls out, man. There are runners coming from every which direction for Clarkson Everest, and she's just in there. She's aggressive. She's the most aggressive player out there, and that's why this game is 0-0.
How great is Kara Howcroft so far in this game, keeping this game at scoreless?
Yeah, Kara's been really good. Like I said, her aggressiveness is what has kept this 0-0. And actually, playing smart too, because she did stay home those couple of times and make those really nice saves.
So we're getting close to the final minute of regulation time.
There's a big through ball, but there's just no pressure there. So
Selena Chow will clear it out towards midfield.
Chow actually kind of plays a ball. It's more of a 50-50 ball that Orchard Lake could have won, where she could have just made the simple pass to her defender. But same result, Everest was able to retain possession.
Everest will get it again. Here is Celeste James. Pass is blocked, but now Sod will collect it. Down to 40 seconds. Sod gets by one defender.
Swing and miss. Let's it go.
And that's not what you wanted to have on the service.
That should be the end of this. That should be the end of regulation. If they play this smart, if they take their time, there shouldn't even need to be another kick. And I'm tell you what, I think Keith Jeffrey over there for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, the coach, will be very happy with this result and getting to extra time.
And once again, Rize and Jabaro coming back on, switching the subs.
Now they played the ball one time there. That's a what you'd call a rookie mistake or a freshman mistake. She takes a little bit of time. She resets it. She never plays that ball. Now, luckily, it didn't result in anything, but that's something that Howcroft will learn moving forward. Look at 0-0. I think
so. There you go.
I think Orchard Lake is actually very happy with this result, and I think Everest might be a little disappointed right now. You know, you can see them talking, their heads hanging, they're a little frustrated. Where Orchard Lake is over there excited, jumping up and down, and they're ready to get to extra times. And I don't know, this may be tactically where they change their attack.
So, of course, we are getting ready for overtime with the scoreless game tied at 0. We'll take a quick break and get ready for overtime after this. You're watching soccer here on The Prep.
With your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
We want to thank the Nashik family for providing today's food. Dairy Queen owners out in Pontiac, 1 mile south of Great Lakes Crossing. It's a great place for students to apply. Flexible hours, competitive pay, free meals, especially for the crew. The crew loves that. Thanks, Ignashik family, for the chewy dogs.
And, of course, we are back here at Orchard Lake with this game tied at 0-0. But let's take a look at the highlights here from this second half and see how we got to this scoreless draw here. And, of course, you can see
That's the Howcroft one where she hops on it and it's bouncing all over the place.
And, of course, you can see Howcroft doing the damage once again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just another look at that same play. That's her, once again, just, being in the right position, being aggressive. Another deflection, comes off her line, bounces all over the place, and she's still on it. I mean, realistically, I think if Kira Howcroft's not in goal, it's probably 3-0. That would be my guess.
Absolutely. And, of course, you see some opportunities there, and then Howcroft gets it again once again. So here we are going to overtime, and here's how it goes here in high school soccer. There will be 2 10-minute OT periods. And, of course, if someone scores, we keep on going until we play the full 20 minutes. But if it's still tied after these 2 OT periods, then, of course, we go to a penalty kick shootout. Anything can happen here.
All I know is I saw Milosh out there dancing around just a second ago, Abby. She was real fired up, number 30 for Everest. She was dancing with some of the crowd, so she still got the energy.
Okay, so overtime is underway here at Orchard Lake St. Mary's, and this could be an opportunity, but Cameron Cole able to clear it away, and this will be a throw in here for Everest.
Straight back to defense for Orchard Lake. I don't see tactically anything that's going to change. I know they'd love to get Cameron Cole up front, but I just, it's worked, and why change? You played 80 minutes of really good soccer with your goalie having to make 3 nice saves and then just be aggressive off their line, and you're 0-0 to a team that, let's be honest, has more talent than you right now, but they may not have the 2 best players on the field. I would say the 2 best players on the field play for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, and that's not a knock against Everest.
Everest on the ball. Hamilton making a run. So slides it across. Instead, it's Rabin. Erica Walker to Avery Hercott. Felice James, who has been so far dangerously getting through already. And then now this could be an opportunity for Intelaki. Intelaki saved by Howcroft.
We're going to get a nice look at this in this replay here in just a second. But she cuts back to her right foot. You know why? She wasn't confident with her left foot. So she cuts back. Watch when she receives this. Watch right here. Instead of going with her left foot right there, she cuts back to her right. Little hop up. Easy save for Howcroft.
That would have been a good opportunity for Celeste James, who has been definitely one of the presence that she had in goal-scoring opportunities.
Celeste James could have 3 goals today. She's been really good. She's been all over the field, and, she's played really well. And if it wasn't for Howcroft, she'd at least have 2.
Celeste James will get it once again, but it's way wide.
And she's just firing, too. I mean, that's from 30 yards out, 35 yards out, and she's trying to volley it in from there. That's a confident player.
So Celeste James, as you see there on your screen, had a good look. The first shot she had back in the first half when, of course, Howcroft got a piece of it and hit off the post and then hit off the foot. But unlucky it did not go over the line.
Yeah, our executive producer, Alex Westfall, said he was going to submit that to Sports Center. We'll see if that happens.
I definitely want to see that.
As I get a look.
Hamilton,
here's another opportunity.
Bringing through, took a deflection.
It's going to be a corner.
Yes, and this will be another corner. First corner kick of the overtime period.
Yeah, and are we like 12? How many corners are we at? Any idea? Have you run out of fingers yet?
I was thinking like 8 or 9.
I think we're way over that. I think we're at double digits at least.
Oof, I think so.
We ran out of fingers to count on.
Yeah, you see a good look at Intelacci. And now McNally with the corner.
You know what? McNally's had some really nice services. Some balls that are not juicy.
Walker able to pick it up. And she'll find Caroline Cross. Walker will get it once more. Through ball. Oh, and
I really liked how Walker has played all day long. She's been really simple. Her and Caroline Cross, really simple on the ball, playing nice. The through balls they play are to the diagonals or they're playing the feet. I really like how they play.
So special. And here is James, but it's canceled out by Cameron Cole. And it'll roll out for an Everest throw here. We're down to 6:16 to go here in the first OT period. Remember, 2 OT periods. If no one scores out of the second overtime, then we go to penalties.
Right, nice drag back.
Hamilton,
but then
long shot, save Howcroft once again.
No, that is a nice shot by Hamilton. It's a tough shot because she's 30-plus yards out. And Howcroft, she hits it well, but Howcroft's right there. She doesn't even give up the rebound. Nice save, nice and easy. And then, look, she punts it out. It's volleyed back in by 91, and, she gets another opportunity. The one thing I'll say about Howcroft, I know her coach is going to tell her, slow down. Slow down. You don't need to punt quickly. You don't need to take goal kicks quickly. We're playing for a draw, and that's what they're doing. They're playing for a draw.
And that's how they're doing it so far. But right now, her got to Celeste James, gets away from one defender. James trying to slid it through.
Oh, that's a nice slip.
Nice ball. Here comes Maloch.
Really nice ball.
Maloch trying to keep it in play. Yes, she does, but instead she ran out of real estate. And this will be a goal kick coming up.
Morgan McNally played a really nice ball there. Played it into space, played it into where Maloch was able to get there. But you know what? It was one of those, once again, she went and she wanted to play it with her right foot. So even less, if she just traps that with her left foot, she's able to play it back in across the box with her right foot. So it's one of those coaching learning opportunities for girls and boys. There's pros who don't like using their off foot, and so you got to try and get that mentality out of your head that it's just not just the plant foot.
Right.
You can actually kick the ball with that one too.
Hamilton, and it rolls out for a Orchard Lake throw-in as we're a little over halfway through this overtime period.
You can hear the fans. The fans are starting to get fired up because Orchard Lake is starting to play just slightly higher with their attack. So now they're not throwing as much pressure up there, but at least they're playing further up. They're only playing with one up top, but they're not hanging back, 25, 30 yards from their goal.
Get headed away by Gwen Teshka, but Everest still has control. Cameron Cole trying to clear it out, and she will clear it out.
Right there is where I would have liked to see her step into the play. She would have been the third player or the fourth player up there to play 4-on-4. And I know what she's doing. She's playing it into space where she's supposed to. But man, I'd love to see her step up one of these times, make one run forward.
Loesch trying to get away from Klaus. And now here comes a chance for Everest on the ball, trying to get past to Celeste James, but Cameron Cole able to clear, but not as far as Hamilton as she gets it here.
You know what? That's a blind pass too.
Hopefully the shot is blocked, and now a good opportunity for Everest once again. Hergot. And now James.
Nice tackle.
Nice tackle.
It's clean.
Clean tackle.
Nothing wrong with that. Just because a girl falls doesn't mean it wasn't clean.
3 minutes to go here in the first OT. This is Caroline Cross. Settling it down is Antelaki. Now James trying to get it once more. And now McNally. Trying to clear away, and now this could be a break. Here is Reasoning.
Head up.
3v2, and somehow nice defensive play.
Look at the rest of the Orchard Lake squad. They're able to get that possession. There's still only 2 girls past half until just now. They got to step forward. When you get some possession, you have to step forward.
You got it, ladies.
I know the defend has worked for you, but you got to step into some of this space. You can still defend and step up into the space.
Rainish over to Raven. Intercepted on the pass by Cross.
Especially when you have Cameron Cole back there. You can step up and leave her not necessarily on an island, but in some space by herself. Because if I'm a coach, I trust her enough to make the tackle when she needs to.
Here's Celeste James trying to run through
Just
inside
like
the
that.
box. And Cameron Cole doing the defensive work.
That was on cue right there, right?
On cue.
She played it into space. She makes a tackle, and then she plays it out and lets the defense reset.
We're under 2 minutes to go here in the first OT.
She's a really good quality player.
Good defensive play, and that's blocked.
And they're going to whistle this down. If we get another look at this, it hits her in the face. It's going to be a drop ball. I don't know if she's necessarily hurt. She just kind of knocked her on the side of the face as she was falling to the turf.
Yeah, Celeste James is the player down. And the clock stops with 1:25 to go.
We'll take a look at
here.
her. The coaches will come out. You know, this is honestly, this is a built-in water break. Celeste is going to be okay. She took a little knock to the face. She's probably got watered up, and she'll be okay. She'll shake it off. She'll be fine. It'll be a two-minute little breather.
So let's take a look at it again.
Here it comes. And it just, as she's falling down, catches the side of her face. No, yeah, it stings.
Yes.
But she'll be fine. She's running off right now.
Yeah, back on her feet, Celeste James.
Now, because they stopped the clock, she actually has to come off. Now, she can come right back on. Usually what they do, because they go down for that, they'll just double-check. There's no head injury. There's no issues. But typically it is grab a sip of water, get back out there.
So, of course, Celeste James will take a sit down for a moment. And coming into the game is number 12, Elise Felix, the junior.
And if you look, Celeste went over there, took a drink of water, and she's ready to check back in.
So, Elise Felix coming into the match. There you get a look at Chloe and Tally. Playing part of a key role so far here in this game.
So right there, it's a drop ball where Orchard Lake actually had possession, but they stopped the game for an injury. So that's why they dropped ball, and Everest backed up and just essentially gave it to Orchard Lake because that was what they should do, you know. And Orchard Lake would do the same vice versa if they had possession.
Take down, and it will get a free kick.
That's a foul, and you know the worst part about that for Orchard Lake is this is going to play like a corner, and they've hit really good corners so far, really good corners, except for now you get to play a little tighter and at a better angle. She should set this ball before she just hits it, though.
Foul called on
I don't like that because it's right at Howcroft. See, right there, that's got to be diagonal. It's got to be diagonal. That was hit right at Howcroft. She didn't even have to move.
Under a minute to go here in this first overtime period. As Caroline Cross able to settle it down, gives it over to Avery Hergott.
When you get those golden opportunities, you got to take advantage of it. You got to make sure everybody's set, they know where they're going.
And it's going to be a
push.
push.
That was a little weak right there, but you know it is what it is. It's weird because Everest had possession of the ball too, so it was almost like a stoppage for no reason. Should have been a little advantage call.
Under 20 seconds, Walker.
Some backspin here. Watch this.
Miss hit on the service. Teshka trying to clear it away, and that should do it for the first overtime period.
Yep.
As we're going into the second half of overtime.
And we'll take a little 2-minute break here, I believe, and we'll get right back into the second half of this overtime, and we'll see what these teams have for us coming right up after this.
What I could tell right off the start was that they were really about the player, and I just got out of high school, so I was using BB Corps bats for the past 3 or 4 years. When y'all came to me, took my advice, trying to figure out what we wanted, what I learned in high school about bats, and what I wish I had, it's really cool to be a part of. I can't remember the last time that I hit balls that far with a BB Corps bat or as hard. Definitely the best BB Corps bat I've ever swung in my life. And I've swung plenty of BB Corps bats. The numbers can prove it too, because the numbers that I was getting on my exit velos and the distance, I really didn't get close to that in some of the other BB Corps bats. Yeah, just overall, it's been really fun. Know that you were a part of it and that a lot of kids are going to love to use it. Yeah, super excited.
And of course, if you missed the broadcast, if you haven't get a chance to look at it, 10-1 for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Of course, they are the Division 4 of the Catholic High School League Intersectional. And of course, Keith Jeffrey, his first year with the girls team, of course, spending 5 years with the men's team. And of course, they are the division champions in their first year in the program. Of course, if you guys haven't noticed, they have been awesome. 81 goals scored, 5 goals against, and of course 49 goals scored and 3 goals allowed in the league.
You know what they're not scoring today? 7 or 8 goals.
Absolutely.
We're 0-0 at the end of the first overtime session. So, this is one of those 1-0 games. If I was a betting man, I'd say we go to a shootout.
I hope so.
Nothing has showed me to where either team is going to force the action. Obviously, Everest has had more opportunities, but Kira Howcroft has been so good back there. I just don't see her getting beat. And and if it goes to a shootout, I think Orchard Lake really likes their chances because Howcroft has been so good back there.
I mean, if Kira Howcroft was not in this, I don't know what it is.
It's a 3-0 game if she's not in. It's 3-0. Orchard Lake probably changes their tactics and has to press a little bit more because what's the difference between 3-0 and 5-0? Either way, it's a loss. It doesn't really matter. But Howcroft has been the player of the game. And right there, Cameron Cole, who has the ball, has really defended really well. They've asked a lot of her, and she's been up for it the whole game.
Of course, we just got underway here in the second overtime period as Maria Saad now on the ball for Everest. She'll send it all the way to give chase between leg and side. And let that one go with Celeste James, and this will be a throw in here for Orchard Lake.
And still, tactically from regulation to the first overtime to the second overtime, I really haven't seen much. I haven't seen much change. One high for Orchard Lake, pressing a little bit, and 3 flat in the back for Everest. And Everest is still probably playing that diamond in the middle and just trying to find those outsides with the 3 forwards up front.
So throwing here for leg, intercepted by Harper Natinsky.
Natinsky has been really good. She's paddled up there today. Her and Chloe Antalaki have battled all day long. Sorry, I was trying to remember my names.
And a collision, and it'll be a throw in here for Everest. 8:18 to go here in the second overtime period. Still no goals here, but Howcroft gets it once again.
On that little half volley, she hesitated for maybe a half of a second, right? And she looked and saw the bounce, and she came out right away. She had to see how it was going to bounce to see if it was going to bounce straight up or bounce at her.
And
really
now this could be a breakout opportunity, but now it's cleared away by Erica Walker.
Howcroft is one of those girls that's she's so naturally just gifted as an athlete that I think she's still just learning how to play goalie and how to play soccer. I'm telling you what, you watch her in 2 years in training, she's an elite goaltender. Doesn't matter if she's Division 1, 2, 3, 4. She's elite. She will have college offers in 2 years. Mark this down.
Yeah, and especially what happened in that 2-1 loss against Oakville Christian. She has been so impressive in that game as well, keeping her team into the game.
I mean, she's only given up 5 goals all year.
Absolutely.
There's not what's better, 4? She's been that good. 7 clean sheets. Technically, if she gets out of this would be a clean sheet if it's a 0-0 draw going to penalties against an upper level Catholic League team that just finished second in their league. This is a good Everest team. They have some talent.
Under 7 minutes to go here in the second OT, and now a foot race.
And the crazy thing is, sorry, Jan, I didn't mean to cut you off. The crazy thing is, these teams could meet in 2 weeks. They could meet each other. So they could go to a shootout tonight and then do it again in 2 weeks. You just don't usually get that opportunity with, big things on the line.
Sometimes you get different stories between, of course, the one game they have on one side and, of course, the other game on the other.
Yeah.
But things could happen, though.
Absolutely. I mean, there's definitely still time for a goal. There's 6.5 minutes left in the game. And, it's not over yet. There's a great
service in, and somehow it gets past Milosh.
Oh, that was a great service in. It was a little bit of a toe ball, but it was played in perfectly where Howcroft couldn't come out from where it was played. Look at the diagonal, right over the top of the defender and right in front of Howcroft.
And, of course, you can see the expression from Abby Milosh.
That's frustration, but I think a lot of that is fatigue. to be honest. You give her that opportunity, 20 minutes into the game, and I think she gets a nice shot off.
Float race, Celeste James trying to get through it, and now it's a goal kick.
That's a smart veteran move by Cam Cole right there. She went over there like she was going to attack the ball, and she let Celeste James tip it, and then lets it run right out for a goal kick.
And to be honest, we haven't seen Cameron Cole getting involved in the attack so far in this game, but she has done so far impressively. As there's a chance opportunity, McNally trying to go for the chip, and it's just wide of the frame.
Now that's one of those where Howcroft was coming off her line to come out and get the ball, and Cameron Cole actually volleyed it and sort of slowed it down as she should. But then Howcroft was sort of caught in no man's land. Luckily, the ball goes wide because you don't want that cheap goal scored on you there where, you've done everything right all day, and then you just happen to be in the wrong position one time.
And, of course, you saw that replay of that opportunity by McNally. We're halfway through this double overtime session with a score tied at 0.
You know what I've noticed? There's 2 girls up front now for Orchard Lake. So instead of playing the one high, they've actually got 2 up there, so there's a little bit of help. So, yes, they're still packed in defensively on their back line, but it looks like they lost a midfielder to maybe make her move up.
Here's James running through in a penalty area. Here comes the opportunity.
Oh,
nice score! McNally! And that is the game winner in the second overtime period. And Everest is going to the Catholic High School League Final. Chance after chance they have had. And of course, for Kira Howcroft, she has been so impressive. But that one goal definitely beat her at the end.
And the thing is she didn't do anything wrong. She came out when she should have, and she just got beat. They play defense, and finally they just cracked. There's nothing you can do about it. That when you play that way, you're hoping that it holds the whole game, and unfortunately it just didn't.
So Chloe and Tally getting a goal with 4:20 to go here in the second overtime, and what a moment here for the Everest Mountaineers, as chance after chance that they have had, they have gone through this. As we take a look at the replay once again.
Yeah, let's take a look. It's a nice little slip pass by Celeste, actually, I believe, and then Andalaki was able to put it away. It takes a fortunate bounce right there, and it just rolls through, and Howcroft nothing you can do about it. She came out, she got big, and it was just played over the top. It was a toe poke. There's nothing you can really do. Nothing to be ashamed of. The losing team, to me, had the player of the game.
Yeah, Kara Howcroft has done so far, has been very impressive throughout this game until that last goal she has given up. But so far, what a great game here, as you can see. Abby Below celebrating of that win here. 4:20 into the second overtime. What a great match this has been for both of these teams.
Yeah, and Coach Cross has got to be really happy. That's a really good matchup. And you see the coaches there talking on the right side of the field, and they know they're going to see each other in 2 weeks, most likely. Where it means more in a state championship. They're on the right 40 over there. Just talking it up and talking through the game, and they know this is a preview of what's probably to come.
Yeah, of course. And, of course, you see both coaches.
Oh, that's actually one of the assistant coaches. I'm sorry. Coach Jeffrey's still over there with his team. So, but they're chatting through, and coaches, they both want to win and they want their teams to win, but they know, the bigger goal is to advance in the state tournament.
So what a great match it was. Everest are victors here in the Catholic High School League semifinal as they get the win, 1-0. We'll take a break, and we'll come right back with highlights. Stay with us.
Good coverage.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
so that interscholastic athletes may thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
Sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decision.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game!
Welcome back. As you can take a look at this replay, Chloe and Tally getting the game winner for Everest as they upset Orchard Lake St. Mary's 1-0. Goal came in with 4:20 left to go in double overtime, and what an impressive match this was for both of these teams.
Yeah, you know, Celeste James was the one who actually got the touch there right beforehand, and she set it up. As you see the girls posing for a little picture over there, this is great. You know, they're very excited, very happy. You know, it was senior to senior there, and they played a great game. You know, both teams played really well. It was a really well-played game, and I think Orchard Lake really played the game that they wanted to play. But, you know, they were on the back foot the whole game, and Carson Everest was the one that was pressing.
So Celeste James getting the assist here. As let's take a look right now at the highlights so far for both of these teams.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure we have them available right this second, but you know, back to what we were talking about. These teams are gonna meet up with each other in the state playoffs in 2 weeks potentially. I don't know exactly what the draw is if they're the same side. I know they don't draw each other the first game, but they may see each other in the districts starting the weekend of Memorial Day. I think that Monday after. So this is big for them now. But really, in 2 weeks is the state tournament. That's where you really want to win in advance. So we'll be interested to see how that plays out, and if they are same tactically. I can't imagine that Carson Everest will change anything tactically. But I wonder if Orchard Lake St. Mary's will play the same defensive game and still look for those breaks, or if they'll be a little more aggressive.
And let's talk about Orchard Lake St. Mary's, because they have done the defensive work all night and all throughout this match. And of course, let's talk about Kira Howcroft and what an impressive performance that she has been.
Yeah, to me, Kira Howcroft was the player of the game, even though their team lost. You know, it's a rarity that the player of the game is the team that loses. You know, comes from a losing team. I'd say she probably kept this from being a 3-4, 5-0 game in the end on a 1-0 game. In the goal that they score on. You know, it's not even her fault. You know, she comes out, she plays it well, and it's just a good finish. It is what it is. You can't be mad about it. That's the life of a goalie. You can play perfect all game long and still lose 1-0.
And so with that, Everest is going to play in the Catholic High School League final, and they will take on the winner, which was in the second semifinal, Cranbrook.
Yeah, here's another look at Howcroft and her performance today. Just coming out, cleaning up everything, being on top of the ball, stopping what could be, like I said, several goals. In the first half, she had 2 really nice saves. Second half, she's out here. She's gobbling up everything. And it was just the one goal that, that snuck by her that she didn't really have much of a chance on. Here's another through ball coming through, and, she was really good off her line all day long. You see her. She starts on her line inside the 6, and then she pops out for every diagonal ball. Here's another one right here. It's going to be popped up in good position, no rebound. Here's that long one. Same look right there. And then here looks like how it's going to finish off the goal. And look, she's in the right spot, and it's just a good shot. You can't do anything about it. You know, it's a great finish, and it's 1-0 Everest. So, and that's the game.
So there you have it. Chloe and Tally getting the game winner here with 4:20 left to go here in the second overtime.
Yeah, you know, like I said, it's a great finish, great game, and you know, I know the girls are really excited to come out with the win if you're Clarkson Everest.
So, of course, we may see both of these teams here once again within a couple of weeks' time when they meet together in the state championship. Of course, a few more games left there for both of these teams, but hopefully we can't wait to see how the impressive performance out of this go. So, Everest getting the win 1-0 is your final here. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Catholic High School League semifinal. Of course, Everest will take on Cranbrook for the Catholic High School League final. So for all of us here at the Prep with Eli Wiles, I'm Jan Booker. Thank you so much for tuning in from wherever you're tuning in. Everest getting the win 1-0 over Orchard Lake. We'll see you guys back here very soon where soccer is the best place for you. Take care, everybody, and I hope you have a rare good night.
See ya.